Hello everyone. Um, Happy New Week to you all. So today we come to you as women, as mothers, as wives, as your sister, and as even your daughter. So before we start today, we are Obako Omonwanyi Worldwide Foundation, OUIW Foundation. OUIW Foundation is made up of Igbo women all over the world. And with one voice today, we have come to talk with our fellow women who are wives of state governors, senators, House of Rep members, House of Assembly members. And before we start the topic for today, and remember what we're doing is Ozi Ekene. Ozi Ekene is organized by Obako Igbo Worldwide Foundation and Igbo Global Network. And it is a way we try to reach out to appreciate those who have done so very well, whether in politics or in their social lives. To appreciate them and to talk about the happenings in the society. So today, on Ozi Ekene, we want to talk about women as builders of nations and societies. And we want to talk about the challenging facing our present families, different families right now. They are going through a lot of challenges. And that's why we are here today in this Ozi Ekene of today to talk about what is happening in different families. So before we go straight to that point, let us listen to some music. We're going to play music by our own sister, Onyeka Owelu. Onyeka Owelu, her music says, "One love, keep us together." So let us play this music before we continue. Understand. Everybody dies today, the sun stays away. Take on in a new tomorrow. Living my love, it's a bright day. Really worry, think one love says one love, keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle to stay alive. One love, keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle to stay alive. Somebody tell me, oh, why it? One love can set us free. We just let it be. Take on and run the day. And with love is all we. Okay, so one love keep us together. That is the music by our own sister, Onyeka Owelu. Onyeka Owenu says one love should keep us together. So the question Igbo women are asking today in Ozi Ekene and the question Igbo Global Network are asking today, are we showing one love to one another? Okay, so before we continue, let us look at this news story. Let me show you. Okay, so Let me see how to, it's very faint, but I will read it out. So, 30 billion recovered from humanitarian ministry looted funds. 30 billion. 30 billion naira recovered from humanitarian ministries looted funds. Humanitarian. So, what this ministry is supposed to do is to take care of those in need, the vulnerable people in our country. But look at how they looted the money. 30 billion. Billion. We're talking about billion. Okay. So let me show you something else. Because we live in a world where one love should keep us together. The love for each other, the love for one another should keep us together. But what we see, people don't care about the other person. Nothing is keeping us together anymore. Okay, let me show you what is going on here. They want to sell their children because of hardship.
Okay, how about 1.8? Wow. No, I'm going to give you 1 million. We got 1 million. So the who is the price? Say I know 1.8 now. The other is in a motive. It's in a list and getting to the good. Go better to the good. 1 million. So I always say, go away, very good. Anniversary can keep an eye. Who will they be? The 10 on the phone. Yeah, 1 more night. Who will go on? 5. 1 more one on that. 1 more get 7. 1 more one. What is that? Jiggy, what is that? Jiggy, or my canoe, or Kenya, okay, you want to do that? Okay, I think you will do. Okay, dig you on that. I think I dig you before. The work I think I dig you before. You want to send the night of yours. Wow. Or me once in way now. Okay, what color then will be to a man and 11? Oh, one of my friends last month. So, all my good children there. I see me, I have actually about the hour already. Yeah, we don't know. So, more of that. What I don't like it. About I don't like it. What's it called? What you call one? Who want to come? You know, go to the sea. Okay, you want to do the food. You don't want to go in. I'm like your effort. You might have to tell you that. Yeah, it's a one night. So that's all you do. You do not know myself. Since you make out, I'm making another one. When I might have Professor Kuma, so we do the free education. I have free education on our side, yeah. You don't do not have weapon side. Okay, yeah. Now I don't know about St. School, St. John. St. John, Anglican Church. I mean, for public school, like school with the government. Come for government. I do not send you because I got come about you come here. I want to be a government team. The government team are out to take over here. More than businesses. So, who know from my name with the na-ekepụkepụ na a chọrọ ịbịa ụmụazị ya anyị sị ka anyị bịa prezentị ụmụanya asị bias banya mụ na-ele gị efu a ịmawa ndị na-ele gị ndị yahu ndị ritualist ụna amawa ndị na-edekwu mmadụ enwere kiki ụmụazị ya na liva ha wee bụrụ ọgwụ ego were ya wee tinye nke onye nke ya na nwa unu akara idea unu ama ihe bụ ile mmadụ eji wee sị na ife mana ihe siri ike ka e were nke bụ nke nwaanyị so onwe ihe mụ n'ime ndị agba nke nwaanyị ole ka ịmụ na ndị ahụ mana so otu anyị nọ kịta ụkwụ na ị na-anya ịfụrụ these 2 points na mụ na si ụmụnne onwere ka oge ga-esi were maka na ihe siri ike na Naịjirịa iwe sịkwa unu kwere unu were were akwụkwọ akwụkwọ nwanyị na gọvanọ nyere free education in Anambra State
o kwuru na nyanwa gụcha sekọndịrị skuul na a ga-esikwa n'ego ahụ wee ihe oge ezizo ihe nyanwa ya emewe onye nke atọ kwara ụmụ ejima na-abụ
mana na ndị na-anọ n'ime na this year I will come to this ministry ọkwa gọvanọ anyị mere one youth.
So it's obvious what is going on out there. And from all indication, the problem is poverty. The problem in the society is poverty. And poverty could push a mother to go to the extent of selling her 2 male children. 2 boys, you saw those boys. They would have been sold to whoever that would have used them for whatever. So why we are addressing this issue today is to let you understand, all of you, we want to address our women because we are Igbo women. We are women like you. We are mothers like you. And we know you have children, just like the ones we just saw in this video. This woman, she has 9 children that she's caring for by herself after the death of her husband. We don't want to blame her. Oh, why did you start making children after the death of your husband? That is a discussion for another day. But let us face the truth. You saw the first story we looked at, the humanitarian services. How many billion looted? But we have vulnerable people out there, uncared for. No one want to know what is going on with them. So we are asking questions. The wives of the governors, what are you doing? Where are your humanitarian services to your people? How many widows have you reached out to empower? How many vulnerable families have you touched? What is the essence of the office of the First Lady if it's not for things like this? You're supposed to be the mother of your own state, the mother of the nation, of your own state, of the place you are representing in the House of Assembly, in the Senate, in the House of Rep. You should be the mother to your own people. That's what we expect women to do. Like, women in politics doesn't mean you should go there and warm the bench. You have to go there and show that you are a mother, that you are a woman, that you are a builder, that you meant you. I mean, I don't know how to explain this. We have so lost it in the society, especially women. Look at all the women that were given political offices. Oh, the information we are getting is about looting, looting, looting. And right now, women have become an object of ridicule. Some are now resorting to every kind of survival, including selling their own children. selling their own children. Look at those two handsome boys who would have been sold to, do you know how much? 1.8 million for two grown boys. And the boys, the boys are of age to know what was going on, to know that they were supposed to be sold. Look at the emotional trauma that has been left in the lives of those children. We are asking again, the first ladies of the state, what are you all doing? Where are your humanitarian services? How many of your people have you reached out to? How many widows have you empowered? She is a widow. How many of them are out there? We have uncountable widows out there right now looking for same help. And from the reports of this woman, her friend sold her son and now told her, I had to sell my son so I can feed the others. And we have a government. We have Ministry of Women Affairs. We have the Office of the First Ladies of each state. And people are living in this kind of abject poverty, in this kind of penury. And some are blaming her. Some are saying all sorts of things. But people are supposed to be standing in the gap for this vulnerable population. But they do not care. It doesn't concern them because it's not their children. Because they are not wearing that shoe. So today we are calling out on women. Women in politics. Women in political offices. Make good use of your offices and help the people you're supposed to help. Help the poor women, help the widows, help vulnerable women that you're supposed to help. It could have been you that is a widow without any form of help. It could have been you that is the shoe of that woman, of that vulnerable widow. It could have been your children that are in abject poverty. It could have been anybody. That's why we are calling and today appealing to your consciences. You all, wives of state governors, all of you senators, female senators, House of Rep members, House of Assembly members, all good-spirited women out there, do not allow your fellow woman to pass through what is going on right now unaided. The economy is very, very bad. Very, very bad. We don't even know how to compare the economy presently in Nigeria. People are suffering, crying under heavy yoke of poverty. We have government institutions. I don't know why you go to take up a responsibility and you don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to put your offices into good use. You don't know how to deliver democracy to your people, the dividends of democracy to your people. Go and study democracy all over the world. At least study the democracy of the United States of America and see how they care for their people. That is democracy. Power to the people, for the people. That is democracy. What are you practicing in Nigeria? Where is that humanness, the human kindness? Women are now selling their children to feed all their children. 1.8 million. How many days will 1.8 million last? Look at the daughter that just finished education. She has nothing doing. She wants something to start a little hair business or little salon business. We're talking about 1.8 million for two grown boys, and someone already sold hers. We don't know who that person is. We don't know what has happened to the child sold. Are we going back to slave trade? What are we really doing? So today, Igbo women, under the auspices of Obako Mowanyibo Worldwide Foundation, We are calling on our fellow women, our fellow mothers, to please, 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 for God's sake, look out for your fellow women. Governors' wives, where are you? Where are your humanitarian work? What are you doing with your Ministry of Women Affairs? What are you doing with Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Services? Look at women selling their children under your watch, under your government, under your supervision, and you show blind eyes. It doesn't matter to you. Posterity is watching us. And posterity will pay us one by one. Some rice were even donated during Christmas, and a lot of people didn't even have any of those donated rice. Some politicians didn't give those rice to their people. What are you gonna do with all this piling of wealth? You wanna keep there, you wanna pile there. Just same way a mad person would carry heavy load that are so irrelevant. And you'll be asking, what is a madman doing with all this load? That's how some of people carry money. So today we are appealing to your consciences. Please be human enough to consider your fellow women out there suffering under the heavy yoke of poverty. Use your good offices to wipe their tears. Use your good offices to help them. They are selling their children just to feed 1.8 million for 2 grown boys under your watch, under your Ministry of Women and Social Services, under your watch. God is watching you. God is watching, taking note of every step with. Nature is watching and taking notes. Women in politics is not just for the numbers. It is for the effectiveness of what you can do as a woman, as a home builder, as a nation builder, as one that nurtures, as one that cares. We are not seeing enough care out there from our women political representatives to the poor masses, to the people that you should care for. Your office is for social responsibilities, not just a name and not just a place to play politics and embezzle and loot the treasury. Look out for your people. Look out for your people. That's why we came today to appeal to your consciences. That women are suffering out there. Widows are suffering out there under heavy yoke, dying, perishing. And now some have resorted to selling their children under your watch. Remember, under your watch, as a wife of a state governor, under your watch, as a House of Rep member, under your watch as a senator, under your very watch as House of Assembly member, under your watch. It is very important that these are happening under your watch. And nemesis will not forget. Posterity will not forget. Wives of state governors, put your offices into good use for your people. Wipe the tears of widows. Reach out to vulnerable women in your state. Use your Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Services to do the humanitarian jobs the ministry was meant for. Do not turn blind eyes anymore. Things are happening under your watch, under your administration. And we call also the First Lady, the wife of Tinubu, under your watch. This is happening. You are a mother, you are a wife, you are a woman. Under your watch, women are selling their children. Under your watch. All of you, first ladies of every state, under your very watch, this is happening. Posterity will not forget. History has been made under your watch. Negative history has been recorded. Better put your offices in good use. Everyone, whatever you do on this earth, there are consequences. Whether you do good or you do bad, consequences will come. So we want to believe that this message will be shared to every nook and cranny of Nigeria. To every nook and crannies, every nook and cranny. So people will hear it. So that the first ladies will hear it. Members of the House of Rep, women, we are talking about women. We know the men are there. But let the women begin to do something so that they can pull our men to follow suit. Women are home builders. Do not forget, we will hold you more responsible. We will hold you more responsible for what is going on. Women selling their children, women in political offices. We are holding you responsible. Put your offices in good use and stop this nightmare that I don't know how to describe it. I want to thank great people out there, people using their political offices for the right purpose. Through Ozi Ekene, we are thanking them all. We know who they are. We are compiling their names, and very soon we come here and announce them one by one. But for today, enough is said. Okay? If you're the wife of a state governor, you are the wife of the president, you are a House of Rep member, a female House of Rep member, a female senator, wives of House of Assembly members, female House of Assembly members, this call is for you. Use your good offices and wipe the tears off the eyes of many women, many vulnerable women out there, especially widows. The poor and the needy are looking up to you, and posterity will judge you if you fail to do so. Thank you, everybody that listened to us today or viewed our program today. This is Obako Muwanyi Worldwide Foundation calling on women to rise up as nation builders and do that which makes you a woman. And God bless you all. Bye for now.